There you go, it is Miss Shania Twain with her new single Up. I am Donna Legg and I'm about to pass you over to the lovely Mr. Gerry Anderson up in Foyle. Gerry, you there?
Good morning, Donna, how are you?
I'm alright, I hope you're feeling ashamed of yourself today.
In what way? Why should I feel that way?
After the rise you took out of poor Mr. Bennett yesterday because he wasn't well.
That's only a daily procedure, don't worry about that.
There
That
he
wasn't
is, tucked up on a sick bed being attended to by nurses in short skirts.
He had the flu, hadn't he?
He has the flu,
Well, you see, one of the things I talked to him about was the fact that, he seems to be very susceptible to all kinds of viruses. I'm worried about him. I think it's...
That man hasn't had a day off in 50 years.
Well, how long is he going to be off? Has he given you any notice at all? He said
we're just waiting. I think whenever he gets bored of the nurses, I think he'll be back in.
Well, it's good to hear you, because this is a regular thing for you. You filled in for George a while back, didn't you?
Well, I did indeed, yes, but a month ago. They finally let me out of my 8 to 10 bracket.
No, I heard you. I thought you were very good, and you're very good this morning too.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. You've got me to live up to now for the rest of the morning.
And you're far nicer than him, and what's more, you've got hair.
I have indeed.
Okay, Donna.
Almost as long as yours.
Hopefully you'll be here tomorrow morning, and he will never be back.
I shall see you tomorrow, Gerry. Have a good show.
Bye. Thank you. Here's a bluegrass version of AC/DC's Highway to Hell. How often do people say that?
Living easy, living free, season ticket on a one-way ride. Asking nothing, leave me be, taking everything in my stride. Don't need reasons, don't need rhyme, there ain't nothing that I'd rather do. I'm going down, it's party time, and my friends are gonna be there too. I'm on the highway to hell, the highway to hell, the highway to hell, the highway to hell. No stop signs, speed limits, nobody gonna slow me down. Like a wheel, gonna spin it, nobody gonna mess me around. Hey Satan, paid my dues, I'm playing in this bluegrass band. Hey mama, look at me, I'm on my way to the promised land. Yeah, on the highway to hell, the highway to hell, the highway to hell, the highway to hell. Don't stop me.
That's a thing you don't hear every day. That's Highway to Hell by a bluegrass group called Hayseed Dixie. Sounds very similar to AC/DC. It's a hillbilly tribute to AC/DC. That's a bunch of Nashville session men. That's on the DTR label if you're interested in that, but I'm sure it's an import. I'm sure you wouldn't get that here. It's called it's called Hayseed Dixie, Hayseed Dixie, a hillbilly tribute to AC/DC. Sorry about that. It's very difficult to say that. Right, good morning. This is Gerry Anderson here. If you want to contact this programme, the number to ring is 08459 555 678. No reason at all why you shouldn't do that whilst you're fit, young and healthy, and indeed of this world. The email address is gerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. You may use that. Please say well done to the team of school bus drivers from Springtown Transport Centre who beat a team from Strabane Transport Centre in a pool competition Friday night. PS. Don't tell the Strabane boys there were 2 ex-Northern Ireland players on the Derry team from the garage staff at Springtown TC. There we are. Had to read that. We're going to get some prizes today. I'll tell you more about that later. But first of all, we've had a request to play a song which I played earlier on last week, I think it was. It's from a new album, which is quite an unusual one. It's from the Ulster Scots Folks Orchestra. No, not the Ulster Scots Folks Orchestra. It's the Ulster Scot Folks Orchestra. It's called Bringing It Together. This is called Lignite. It's called Mr. Lignite Man.
The evening sun is glowing warm, the sky is blue, the one is still. The buzzing bees are in the flowers, they swarm, but nae long beg dunners, fae donner hell. The air is sweet with a new mown head.
That is very nice, but it's not the right track. I did some kind of strange language, I'm not quite sure. Let's try this one. This is the one. Lignite, Mr. Lignite Man.
Everything is right with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
Your future will be bright with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
It's a lignite man just talking, great real fields, rich trees, we all we need. Don't you think we're soft in the heat? Don't you think we're daft indeed? Soft in the heat and daft indeed. Don't you think we're daft indeed?
Dinna ye worry how about nilla reek nor stir, be all filtered out, see sweet and pure. Dinna ye worry how about water pollution will pipe all rivers and burns, where solution. Dinna ye greet or your 200-year-old house, with no stains and nae mair on use. Dinna ye greet or those neighbours and friends, you can blather on the phone for more than a lean.
Everything is right with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
Your future will be bright with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
It's a lignite man just talking, great real fields, rich trees, we all we need. Don't you think we're all soft in the heat? Don't you think we're all daft indeed? Soft in the heat and daft indeed. Don't you think we're all daft indeed?
Thank God the gold and thank God the cellar, you'll all be so rich, all together. What needs green fields, what needs clean air, with thousands in the bank and mair to spare. What needs kaya down and a bit, what needs buyers your aim mocking up. What needs hens, pigs or a horse, with money in your pocket and mair in your purse.
Everything is right with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
Your future will be bright with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
It's a lignite man just talking, great real fields, rich trees, we all we need. Don't you think we're all soft in the heat? Don't you think we're all daft indeed? Soft in the heat and daft indeed. Don't you think we're all daft indeed?
Some folks says what about rabbit and hare that hate to take off, and that's not fair. Old broken slide folks you'll no longer see, but you can watch them and mair on DVD. For all the wee birds you see wild fear, you say their sweet song no longer be heard, but your blackbirds and thrushes singing with glee. It's all heard new on cassette, on CD.
Everything is right with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
Your future will be bright with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
It's a lignite man just talking, great real fields, rich trees, we all we need. Don't you think we're all soft in the heat? Don't you think we're all daft indeed? Soft in the heat and daft indeed. Don't you think we're all daft indeed?
Well, hey, ye's new, ye hae nothing of all. Ye hae full rain, sleet and snow. Well, the riches you'll soon gain. You'll be flat, sunny Spain. Just think you's all on prosperity. Luxury for all your posterity. Put in a sonner, you'll hae a queer lock. Last time me wins, you'll be better off.
Everything is right with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
Your future will be bright with Lignite.
Lignite, lignite, lignite.
It's a lignite man just talking, great real fields, rich trees, we all we need. Don't you think we're all soft in the heat? Don't you think we're all daft indeed? Soft in the heat and daft indeed. Don't you think we're all daft indeed? It's a lignite man just talking, great real fields, rich trees, we all we need. Don't you think we're all soft in the heat? Don't you think we're all daft indeed? Soft in the heat and daft indeed. Don't you think we're all daft indeed?
What'd you think of that? It was good, wasn't it? Sorry, there's nobody listening. Can you hear me?
We
Hello?
were listening.
I'm just wondering if you were listening. I'm sorry about that.
I couldn't understand it.
That's because it's Ulster Scots.
Yeah,
It's alien to you.
I like it,
You being a
but
Catholic.
I couldn't understand it.
Well, I'll tell you the story behind it.
I've got relatives in Greenock.
You've got relatives in Greenock?
Yeah.
That means nothing.
It means that I've got
Well,
a
you should
connection.
understand that. Do
I've
they
got a
not talk
connection.
like that?
I've
Those
got a
people in
connection.
Greenock? Do those people in Greenock, your relatives, do they not talk like that?
Yeah, but I was talking and here.
Well, I'll tell you the story behind it. That was recorded in Ballinamoor Primary School, right? Now, apparently lignite coal has been discovered on the east of the town of Ballymoney in County Antrim. by an Australian-based company. And only this year, apparently the Australian-based company offered the people all kinds of promises, compensation packages in exchange for flattening vast acres of land, for houses, churches, destruction of the national environment, and pollution of the surrounding area. And then they withdrew the offer.
Right.
They temporarily suspended their plans. So the threat of lignite mining hung over the people of Ballymoney. That's their response to it. It's very interesting, isn't it?
Why didn't you tell us that before you played it?
Because I didn't know before I played it. Because whilst it was on, I said to myself, I wonder what that's about, because I can't understand it.
Yes.
So what I did was I took the CD cover and I took out the little booklet inside, just never looked at it before, and lo and behold, there was the story of the song.
Right.
I said to myself, now, in a better world, I would have read that. Before I played it for the people, I would have explained the background and the reason for the song, but I decided to do it after, which is entirely wrong. Right, what are we going to do about our prizes?
Well, first of all, you'd have to play something for John, who'll be listening in bed.
Why would I have to do a thing like that?
Because he'll be listening in bed.
Who is he, though? There are many Johns.
You're
scattered
John.
amongst- My John?
You're chum.
What do you mean, my John?
You're chum.
John Bennett?
Yes.
Notice how I forget about him.
Yes, I
completely.
did.
He won't be listening, will he?
He will.
Look, he won't.
He will.
He won't.
I bet you he is.
You must be off your head. You mean John Bennett gets a rare day off to be sick and he puts on Radio Ulster? Not at all. What do you think busmen do when they get a holiday? Run around their house in a little tiny bus? Do you think they do that? No, they don't. They'll be watching Kilroy like the rest of them. Kilroy's over. Trish will be on now. Judge Jules. Judge Judy.
Judge Judy's on the afternoon.
Well, listen, you know what I need at this moment? I need a list of the prizes that we have for our Rickety Wheel. I know it's growing and I know it's not complete, but I need a list of the prizes. Ask Geraldine if perhaps she could organise that before the end of the programme.
Right.
Because then again, one of the things we have to do today is plead for more prizes. They're coming in, but not as quickly as we thought. Isn't that a fact?
That is a fact.
Not as quickly as we thought. I think that people are suffering from compassion fatigue because people have been drained dry by children in need. And they feel as if we're just one more bandwagon that they don't want to jump on. But let me just tell them this. It's for a good cause. And do you know what the good cause is? It's for ordinary people, the ordinary people in the street who may not have as much as you or I. We are the ordinary people in the street. We're the people that they talk about. You may not be as well off as me. We're the people that they're talking about who are not as well off. People think we have loads of money, you know. They don't realise the torture and the impoverishment that we are under here. It's because we're in the northwest, because we're cut off from our hinterland. That's what it is. It's discrimination. Anyway, that's
so you're
neither
looking
here
for
nor
prizes?
there. We're looking for prizes, yes. Thank you for bringing me back. We're looking for prizes. So anyone out there who wants to donate a prize at all, we've got a variety of prizes. We have shirts, we have holidays. We have all kinds of... We have bicycles, we have everything. We have ducks.
Okay.
Ducks, bicycles, holidays and books and shirts. Everything is acceptable. We throw nothing away.
Will
and
you turn me
nobody
off for a second? And I may be able to get you a prize.
All right, then.
Right.
I'll play this for John.
Bennett.
Yes, what's his name? Bennett, yes. He likes this. He likes swamp music. I played this before, but a lot of people want to hear this again. It's a classic. It's Tony Joe White, Poke Salad Annie.
I've never been down south too much. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this so that you understand what I'm talking about. Down there we have a plant that grows out in the woods and the fields. Looks something like a turnip green. Everybody calls it poke salad. Poke salad. Used to know a girl lived down there and she'd go out in the evenings and pick her a mess of it, carry it home and cook it for supper. Cause that's about all they had to eat. They did alright. Down in Louisiana, where the alligators grow so mean, there lived a girl that I swear to the world made the alligators look tame. Poke salad Annie, poke salad Annie. Everybody said it was a shame, cause her mama was working on a chain gang. A mean, vicious woman. Every day for supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and pick her a mess of poke salad and carry it home toast sack. Poke salad, Annie. The gator's got your granny. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on chain gang. A wretched, spiteful, straight razor tote moment. Lord, I must pick my mess up. Her daddy was lazy and no count. Claimed he had a bad back. All her brothers were fit for was stealing watermelons out of my truck patch. Poke salad, Annie. The gator's got your granny. Ooh. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang. Sock a little poke salad to me. You know I need me a mess of it. Ooh, good God. Got to have me. Ate her up.
That's Tony Joe White's song called Poke Salad Annie. That's an old one. That's out about 1972. But it really stands up, doesn't it? Except for the fact that he says, "Sock it to me." You can't do that. That's from an old movie, an old TV programme. No, you can't do that. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, who's that?
It's Colin here from Derry Hale Hampers, Gerry.
Derry Hale Hamper. Sound to me like a man who might even consider giving us a hamper.
Well, we did it last year, so we'd like to continue that tradition.
Well, that's great. Tell me about what is the contents of your hamper.
Well, there are some wines in it, some specialty chocolates,
Wow.
everything from Ireland.
All right, then.
Except the wine, of course. We source the wine from all around the world. But
Yeah, we're not keen on Irish wine. Although, did you see in the paper the other day that because of the global warming, they figure that perhaps... I'm talking very swanky. Hear me talking like
I
that
heard you
now?
say, no, I know what it is. You're like me. You think before you say warming. I don't know what it is. You don't know whether it's global warning or global...
I said global warming there.
It's
Did you hear me saying that there now?
It's the warming that puts you off.
Just keep using the aerosols, that's all I can say.
I said because you say global warning.
But they say that because of the global warming, they say that, I did it again. Yeah. They say that there'll come a time in 40 or 50 years when Northern Ireland will become a prime wine growing area. Which would be great news for the alcoholics lying down in the middle of Derry stroke London. means all they have to do is reach out in a tree.
The jury's out.
The jury's out?
The jury's out. The jury's not out. The jury's half in. No, the jury's 3/4 in.
What are you talking about?
On Russell Crowe's picture. The film. I went to see it.
You went to see it yourself?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
When?
Last night.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you not think it was great?
There's no story to it.
No, there's no story, no. Except there is a story. Of course there's a story.
No, there's nothing. It's the only film that you really can imagine that you're at sea. I agree with you on that. And when they had the two boats, I mean, you really imagine that they were out in the middle of the ocean. It was really good. And the cramped spaces and all, and the way they recaptured what it must have been like, all right.
Did they have a hamper?
You see, he's got a one-track mind, this man. This man, no matter what you're talking about, he brings it round to Hampers.
All right, well...
just let him finish. I know he's interested in telling us about this.
Who?
You.
The Hamper man.
Go ahead. No, you're interested in telling us
apart from that, you know...
It was good, though, wasn't it?
It's... Yeah, but I wouldn't...
What are your reservations? Come on.
I'd be reluctant to tell people to go and see it. If someone said to me, I've got a free 2 hours on Thursday night, should I go and see that? I was, if you've nothing else to do, go and see it. It's worth seeing.
It's because you've no imagination.
Yes, I have, but it's not worth. Hey, I can't make that party. Got to see Russell Crowe. Not worth putting anything off for.
Talk to the hand.
Yeah, it's not worth that now.
In other words, what you're saying is not worth paying money for.
It's a bit like the Giant's Causeway.
Worth seeing, but not worth going to see.
You know what I mean?
I disagree with you entirely.
Well, that's what.
But I mean, this is why my
your
uncle
fell at
Dunkirk.
Yes.
You're being cheeky now.
No. That's why I've got cousins in Greenock.
This is why my grandfather fell at Ypres.
Right.
It's to preserve the freedom, your freedom, to say what you think about any particular movie.
Well, Colin sent
there are
us a
countries in
voucher.
this world that you go on the radio and they wouldn't let you say that.
Well, Colin sent us a wee voucher.
I'm just going to back to Colin.
I will absolutely. We'll send you.
What is your company again?
Gerry Hampers. We're down in Portadown.
Portadown, very good.
Yes. Don't let that put you off. We deliver the hampers all.
No.
As a matter of fact, but we.
Be proud.
We delivered the one last year.
Be proud of where you're from.
What happened to the hamper last year?
What?
There was a lady.
There's too many people talking at the one time.
There was confusion with the hamper. Is that the same firm?
No, there was no. Well, I didn't remember any confusion. There was a lady from, I believe, Bangor won it, and her sister lived in Portadown, coincidentally.
It doesn't sound like
it was delivered to her, and then we had a phone call from the lady in Bangor.
Do you remember one year when we had a woman in Belfast who was promised a hamper and didn't get it? Remember that went on for about 3 years. Do you remember?
Well, I think we can.
I have to say here now, last year was our first involvement with the Rickety wheel.
Okay, let's absolve this Gerry Hale Hampers from any confusion that occurred a number of years ago.
Thank you, Gerry. Thank you.
The man himself has said his first involvement was last year and went as smooth as a whistle. And indeed, I have every confidence it will indeed go as smooth as a whistle this year. Thank you very much, sir. Where are you? You're in Portadown?
Portadown, sir, yes.
What kind of, you do all kinds of different hampers? How about you do just hampers?
I'm surprised you. I think you might even have got one yourself a couple of years ago, because I think I seem to remember you on a game show on the other side on the television, and they were giving out our hampers as prizes then.
Oh, yes, on that all mixed up thing.
I didn't know where it was.
Oh, I never get anything on that. The contestants got them, obviously.
Hello.
That's right, I remember some hamper talk.
That's right.
Eamon Holmes waxing enthusiastic about various hampers. They were your hampers then?
They were indeed, sir.
All right then, so our hampers have met before.
We have indeed.
All right then, well thank you for the offer, sir.
We're pleased to supply a hamper from one of the biggest hampers from our range. It'll be to the value of £100, just as last year.
Well, that'll do me.
Delivered to wherever the recipient lives.
Well, no white man can ask for more than that. I have to say thank you very much indeed for offering that.
Not at all. We're very pleased to be associated with the Rickety wheel.
Thank you very much. Our Rickety wheel is renowned throughout the land and indeed further.
Now, just before I go, if I can just say, yesterday you had a fella on with some suggestion about pulling nails out of the Rickety wheel, and I don't really see how that would work.
I think he was a little deranged.
Well,
you see, sometimes we give the impression...
I couldn't understand the whole theory of pulling out the wheels. However, I have a suggestion that we may want to consider.
Yes.
As I can understand the Rickety wheel, the numbers are in between each nail.
That's quite correct.
So each number is between two nails.
This has been a cause of confusion before, yes.
Pulling a nail out is going to leave two numbers between two nails, so I can't see how that would work.
This is something I pointed out privately. You see, whenever someone comes on this radio and comes across with a ridiculous idea, we always humour them. Well, because you don't know who you're talking to. You see, and we don't criticise them until later. So you're quite right.
I could make a ridiculous idea then as well. I suggest you stretch elastic bands between the two nails of the number that's already been called, and that will stop the little trigger from falling in between those two nails.
Well, there's a little science.
Thus voiding that number.
There's a little science being applied to the procedure. Thank you very much indeed. We shall put that down and maybe use that as a possible deterrent for the thing falling in the wrong number. And another thing which I have to say, many people listening to this programme I don't include you in this number, many people listening to this programme who feel as if they should offer suggestions about a rickety wheel, many of them don't go out much. You see, so we have to humour them in a way. So don't you worry about anything that you may hear in this programme, because these people are on the edge. And it takes very little to tip them over. And so we try and... We have a therapeutic duty on this programme. So don't be too concerned about what you hear. It's not all what it seems. Well, thank you for that. We'll use the electric band analogy. And thank you for the hamper again, sir.
Not at all. You're very welcome. We'll send you on a voucher to that effect.
Thank you very much indeed.
Okay, thanks for speaking to you.
Thank you, not at all. Was not a nice man.
He's a nice man. It's Colin. There's a Dr. Finbar McGee would like a word with you.
Sounds like a made-up name to me.
No, it is not. It's a real-life stethoscope.
Hello, real-life stethoscope. Hello, good morning, Dr. Finbar McGee.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. You're a real-life doctor? You're not one of those from the University of Ulster?
No.
That's all right, they don't matter.
No, I'm down here in Belfast.
Okay. What kind of a doctor are you? Are you a general practitioner?
I was a GP. But,
Were you?
I went into the field of toxicology.
Toxicology?
No, not in toxicology.
All right, okay. No, I know the difference. Although sometimes on a Saturday night, it's hard to tell the difference between being drunk and being poisoned.
True enough.
Okay, so tell me, have you got some poison to offer us?
Well, not some poison to offer you. It's really to try and get some people from Belfast down to... it's a fundraiser for autistic children that we're running on Thursday night.
Oh, by all means, yes. This Thursday, is it?
Yeah.
Tell us about it then.
It's in the Pavilion Bar, Lavery's Pavilion Bar in Yarmouth Road.
Uh-huh.
We've got a few people that you might know who are playing. And the idea is we're opening up a centre. This is all done voluntarily.
Yes.
For autistic children for the whole of Ireland. And we're involved with there's a team of us, myself, Cormac Rennick. Do you know Cormac? You've managed to Point Apple.
I don't think I do, but I'm very bad with names. I probably do know him.
Cormac was around Queens for years. He was the
yes.
entertainment officer. He now manages to Point Apple. And Keith Duffy, you know Keith?
I know him too well.
Aye.
Yes, from Boyzone, nice guy.
He's a nice fella.
He is actually, yes.
He's a member of the team as well, but there is a squad of us who are going up Kilimanjaro in January.
Is Keith Duffy going up Kilimanjaro?
Well, he's supposed to be, but he's under pressure from the Coronation Street. He's filming.
That's right, yeah. So he can't commit himself, I would imagine.
He can't commit himself just yet, but he wants to, but I think that he's under pressure. But there's about 6 of us heading up anyway, and we're getting some corporate finance, but we're also doing fundraisers around Ireland, and this is one of the ones we're running in Belfast. And we've got people like the famous Ken Haddock. You know Big Ken?
Didn't he used to be associated with the University of Ulster at one stage? Yeah. I think no, sorry, I'm thinking of another...
No, Ken Haddock, he's got a CD out there. He's a singer-songwriter.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of somebody entirely different. Sorry about
Ken
that.
Haddock, he's very underestimated, actually.
Yes.
I'm sure you must have a copy of the CD.
I don't think I have one. You ask him to send it to me.
I certainly will. I tell you, you want to hear it. It's absolutely... If you like John Martin, you're going to like Ken Haddock.
All right, then, okay.
Ken Haddock, he's got to do a gig that night out in Bangor, but he's coming down to us about 8:15. We're starting opening doors at 8.
All right.
Ken Haddock's will be there about 8:15. The McPigs, you know the McPigs?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, there's about 4 from the McPigs School of Music. They're fantastic musicians. They're coming on about 9. And then we have a band called Reef Radio. I think you would know one of their members.
Yes.
Billy McCoy.
I do indeed.
Big Billy's band. Reef Radio are playing.
All right.
From 10:30 onwards.
Okay.
And the admission is about £5 minimum. People can dig that out.
Yes.
And it's going to a good cause.
Okay, then.
And if we can get them through the door, and we'll have a good night into the bargain.
Okay, have a good night then.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Hope it goes well for you.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass. Get back to where you once belonged. Get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Jojo.
Back after the news.
92 to 95 FM.
And 1341 medium wave.
BBC Radio Ulster.
And with the news at 11 o'clock, this is Keith Burnside. 4 men have been arrested in London under the Terrorism Act. They were detained when police raided 6 residential and 3 business addresses. Searches are continuing. The arrests are part of ongoing inquiries. A man arrested in Gloucester last week is still being questioned by anti-terrorism detectives. Britain's largest insurance company, Aviva, is about to announce that it's cutting about 2,500 jobs. It's thought most will be lost in the UK, but just over 100 will go in Canada. The company, which trades as Norwich Union, is moving some of its operations to India. The workers are being given the news at the moment. Stephen Cape reports.
The Engineering and Scientific Union Amicus claims the jobs will be lost in call centres and so-called back-office administration like IT and insurance. The union pledged to fight moves to shift work to India next year at the expense of UK jobs. Industrial action has not been ruled out. David Fleming, a National Secretary of the union, called it a deplorable announcement which was based purely on greed. In a statement, Aviva said people would be redeployed. There would be some natural wastage, but it could not rule out some compulsory redundancies.
Police investigating a petrol bomb attack on a house in Dunmurry last night say they're also looking at a number of other attacks on the same property. One of the victims, Trevor George, has blamed loyalists for the attack and says it's the third one in 4 months. He insists his family won't be intimidated into leaving its home at Mossvale Estate near Seymour Hill. The police in South Belfast say they've arrested 13 of 15 people believed to be responsible for a spate of burglaries in the area. They're also providing locks and security advice to elderly people whose homes may be vulnerable to burglars in the run-up to Christmas. A father and son have been hurt after a tree fell on their car in Londonderry this morning. A woman was also injured when her car collided with the tree at Victoria Road in the Waterside area. The ambulance service say one of the men has back injuries. The other 2 aren't thought to be seriously hurt. Firefighter Jonathan Dunn says those in the car could have been killed.
These people were very, very lucky this morning. A few more seconds down the road, and we've been certainly looking at fatalities here. Our priority, as you can appreciate, were the casualties. Now that they have been removed to hospital, we turn our attention to making safe. The cars are still under the trees.
Pirate versions of a new computer operating system developed by Microsoft have gone on sale in Malaysia. The program, codenamed Longhorn, is not due for official release until 2005, when it will replace Windows XP. From Kuala Lumpur, Jonathan Kent reports.
Malaysian pirates are among the world's most audacious. Major Hollywood movies can regularly be found on sale here in disc form long before their international premieres. But this is possibly the pirates' boldest move to date. Microsoft is the world's largest computer software company, and the unveiling of their next operating system is expected to be their largest software launch of the decade. A Microsoft spokesman told the BBC that they believe pirates obtained one of 8,000 trial copies of Longhorn handed out to programmers at a conference in Los Angeles in October.
And the weather, cloudy and wet. BBC Radio Ulster News.
BBC Radio Ulster.
Travel news. As mentioned on the news, following the accident this morning in Londonderry, the city-bound lane on Victoria Road has now been reopened. However, there's still serious traffic congestion in the area with long delays heading towards Strabane. Then heading into Belfast, traffic remains busy this morning on the M1 from Lisburn right through to the new contraflow at Blacks Road. And finally, turning to public transport, due to engineering work taking place on the Dublin Railway line today, Enterprise passengers are advised that delays of up to 45 minutes can be expected. And Jordan reporting.
Travel news from BBC Radio Ulster.
Thank you. Welcome back. Gerry Anderson here. It's 4 minutes past 11 o'clock. No schools today, even though it's a Tuesday. But being a Tuesday, it's time when I can tell stories with different endings. But I can't think of one now at the moment. But if I do, I will. The number to ring if you want to contact this programme is 08459 555 678. Or indeed the email address, which is jerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. Pass me the button. Hey! Door one. More porter for the woman in the bed. Where's the dresser? No man talks to me like that. It was your sister said that last night.
The hour is early, the whole world is quiet. A beautiful morning is about to ignite. I'm ready for danger, I'm ready for fire, I'm ready for something to lift me up higher. Life's been good, I guess. My ragged old heart's been blessed with so much more than meets the eye. I've got a past I won't soon forget. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm still learning how to fly. That die hard with these habits to break. You can't let down your guard when there's so much at stake. I'm halfway to heaven, halfway to hell, but I might roll a 7, you never can tell. Life's been good, it's true, when I'm feeling just like new. The same old rules need not apply. I've got hands full of sticks and stones, and a good feeling in
That's Rodney Crowell. That's from his new album, which is called Fate's Right Hand. That song is called Still Learning How to Fly. And the diddling chap before that was, hold on, where is he? The diddling chap. I had the diddling chap a moment ago. That's him. His name is Seamus Fay. Calvin Lilter. That's called Crooked Road, The Ladies' Pantalettes. That's a selection of reels. Gentleman on 2. Good morning, sir.
Hi, Jerry. What about you?
I'm fine, thanks. Do you have anything to contribute to this crazy enterprise that we've got going here?
Last year we donated a singing and dancing Santa Claus.
That's right, and I must say very well appreciated it was too, because we get some feedback about that. Was that the taller one or the shorter version? I can't remember.
6-foot job.
That was the 6-foot one?
Yeah.
Now, I hesitate to ask you if indeed you're going to donate a 6-foot one this year, because it's a lot to ask.
No, we're going better again this year, so we are.
8-foot?
No, total different product altogether.
Really? Okay, let's start from the beginning. Is it a Santa?
No, it's not a Santa.
What is it?
It's an all-American mini jukebox.
Oh, wow.
Neon lights, tape player, tuner, CD player, the whole lot. Done in wood with the whole, all singing, all dancing.
What a prize. What size is this behemoth?
This thing's about 2.5 foot tall.
But that's fine. That's enough for any small child to bend down to.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great. That can do all this
Same
stuff.
as Michael Jackson has.
Indeed. It's you better stay away from that. It's a jukebox then.
Big jukebox, all cast iron and stuff in the front of it.
You know,
Mahogany.
people get many innocent hours of enjoyment. Did you ever hang around the jukebox when you were small?
No, how does it work? The jukebox work?
I'll ask him.
Yeah.
How does the jukebox work? I mean,
you put your CD into the CD player, and then the wee arm flips over, and she plays whatever tunes you want.
Actually, that's soothing and touching. If I think
so
of all
single track CDs, just
don't be so technical.
Yes, single disc.
Single disc.
See, it's important to ask these things.
I know, but that's just detail. We don't worry about detail in this program.
So you can't put on an ordinary CD the best of Elvis and it. You can't select your track, can you?
Oh, certainly you can, yeah.
So you can put any CD in it at all?
Any CD you want.
Right. Well, see, I thought this would have been self-evident, but I don't know why you're asking the man so obvious questions. What's the point of having a DJ if you can't put any CDs in it? I mean, what do you call it? Jukebox?
Jukebox.
What's the point of having a jukebox if you can't put in what you want?
Yeah, but you see, you could have a system where it only plays the first track. But now Paul's telling us now you can go to track 7 on the CD that you put in and play whatever track you want.
Why does that seem so awe-inspiringly difficult for you to comprehend? Well, the fact you can play any CD you want?
Because
I hope you don't think I'm trying to get at you. You're holding the thing up, Sean.
Paul originally said it was only a single.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
What's he at? Ask him what he's at.
You ask him, it's your programme.
What are you at there, Paul? Why are you confusing us like that? Why did you say it was only singles at the start?
Single disc.
A single CD disc. Of course, I understood what he said. A single CD disc which can contain many tracks, and then you can choose whichever track you want on it. Well, listen, I have to thank you, Paul, for that. Well, where's your outfit again? Where are you from?
DR Electric in Carryduff.
DR Electric Carryduff, right. Well, thanks very much. That's a great prize. I mean, I know that last year the Santa went down really well. I see a lot of Santas around these days. I saw a lot of them in America a while back. There's a lot of them there, and I think we're swamped by Santas. I think you're doing the right thing by moving on to something else. Are you going to stock any Santas this year?
Oh, yes, without a doubt.
Well, they are popular, aren't they?
Still are, yeah.
Well, see, maybe there's too many of them in America. Maybe they haven't caught on so much here. Do they have many of them here? I haven't seen one for quite a long time.
Santas this year there's no new models out. They're all the same old Santa.
The same old Santa?
Same old Santa.
I thought there'd be a new Santa.
How do you get
the same old Santa? Well, it's the same old Santa.
Yeah. It's the same.
Well, do you have any Santas at the moment?
Old Santa.
We have Saxophone Santa.
Saxophone Santa?
Yeah.
It's like kind of a Bill Clinton model.
He's a bit of a Bill Clinton, is right.
Smokes a cigar, does he?
Well, he's smoking a saxophone here at the moment.
What? He what? Sorry?
He has the saxophone in his mouth. And
he has indeed. The Saxophone Santa. And he plays the saxophone?
Yeah.
Well,
he's about 4 foot tall.
Well, that's okay.
Big real brass saxophone.
All right, then. And do you have any conventional Santas, tall Santas? You know, have you stopped the 6-foot Santa?
We have an anorexic Santa this year as well.
An anorexic Santa?
Yeah, we slim one. Really, really thin.
Really? What's the purpose of a thin Santa now? Would that not be kind of bucking the system?
No, it's to do with new gas fires. He has to go down through very small chimneys.
I see. You see, it takes a while for me to catch up, you know. It's one of these days. So the thin, user-friendly, chimney-friendly Santa.
Yes.
Right then. Okay, so we recommend the world to beat a path to your door to see the variety of Santas and jukeboxes that you have on display. Thank you very much indeed. Somebody will be...
Will he send a voucher?
What?
Will Paul send us a voucher?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
No, you ask him.
Paul, would you send us some kind of piece of paper saying that you've donated that so we can give it to someone so they can come along and then you know?
Not a problem, boys.
Thank you very much indeed. Good man, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You see that now? Asking ye shall receive.
There's another asking ye shall receive.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, who's that?
It's Andre here in Ellison's Furniture.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that again?
Andre in Ellison's Furniture in Downpatrick.
Okay, Andrew, thank you very much. You're going to donate something to us?
We are indeed. We're going to give a £50 gift voucher to spend on gifts, Christmas gifts, decorations, whatever they want to in the shop.
Well, that's all right, isn't it?
It is.
That's good. Where's your shop again?
It's in Downpatrick, right beside Martin Phillips Carpets.
And that's what you sell, Christmas decorations, all things to do with Christmas?
No, we sell everything. Furniture, fireplaces, you name it, we have it.
All right, all right, then, well, that's great. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
That's lovely. And no, we think, Gerry, you couldn't say a quick birthday hello to one of our brilliant members of staff, Robert Bassett.
Yes.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
By all means, Robert Bassett, good morning, sir. Okay.
That's lovely.
Thank you very much.
No problem, Gerry.
Bye. 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 I couldn't engage there. I don't know what happened to me.
Hello.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged skies and up a cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-i-oh, Ghost riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear their cry. As the riders loped on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways. They are with us, you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-i-oh, Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the
That's Johnny Cash. That's a song called Riders in the Sky. Right, a couple of emails here. Would you please say hello to the Atchison family in Calgary, Canada? I send them tapes of your programme and they really enjoy them. Oh, that's good. Neil is currently recovering after an operation, so all the best to him and love to Eileen, godson Patrick, Laura and John. I know it's early for sending season's greetings. No, it's not. But by the time they get the tape, it won't be. So go on. Wish them a happy Christmas. That's from Noreen. All right, I wish happy Christmas to them. That's the first time we wished anybody a happy Christmas, well, I think possibly ever on this programme. Gerry, could you please wish my daughter Maria Caldwell a happy birthday on Tuesday? She listens to the programme every day at her work in Skeganeel Health Centre in Belfast. Good morning, Maria. Thanks, Gerry. Mrs. Sadie Mackle. And Kate Mercer writes to me and she says, Dear Gerry, could you please find me a dog for my dad? He wants a bitch dog. He's a pensioner and he lost his own dog some time ago. He would like something the size of a Springer, but a terrier type. He doesn't want a wee small one, like a Jack Russell. He was always used to Springers and is not up to all the grooming they need. It'll be a house dog. We don't mind paying a reasonable sum, but not hundreds. Any dog we have phoned about in the sale ads is hundreds. We would like it to be at least 6 months old. Doesn't matter if it's house trained or not. My dad in his younger days used to train, field trial and hunting Springers with a lot of success, I might add. If you could get one in the Lisburn surrounding area, it'd be great. Don't want to travel any more than, say, 30 miles. Gerry, you're like St. Jude. I place all my trust in you. You know, I am like St. Jude in many ways, more than you know. He doesn't, he said, okay, so there's a man looking for a dog, about 6 months, not a wee small one like a Jack Russell, something the size of a Springer. And so there we are, see what you can do for that gentleman. Barney's on the line. Good morning, Barney. Benny, sorry, I'm terribly sorry.
Morning, Gerry.
I'm sorry I got you. Sorry, Benny.
You're all right.
Benny, you're going to offer us something kind of unusual.
It seems to be a wee bit all right.
You're speaking from Spain at the moment.
From Spain, from Benalmadena.
There's a bit of noise going on behind you. What's that? Is that a...
That could be your TV.
It could well be.
Aye.
You're in I used to call that Benalmadena.
Well, you can call it. Aye.
What's it called again?
Names for it. Benalmadena.
Where is that exactly?
Between Tormelinas, Fingarola.
Tormelinas and Fingarola on the Marbella Road.
On the main road.
So, what are you going to offer us then?
An apartment for a week.
Well.
For. If somebody would be interested, you can have that.
An apartment for what? How many people? 1, 2?
2 people.
2 people.
3 people.
3 people for a week? And there'll be nobody else staying in it?
No. Well, unless we could arrange something for it, you know.
Woo! Well, is that your own place or whatever?
No, it belongs to a friend of ours from Dublin.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? And when can they go? Can they go any time?
Probably February would be the best time.
All right, then. So that'd be a nice little break for somebody.
So if we get I'll send over the dates.
So anyone wants to take advantage of an apartment there for a week in Benalmadena, of course they'll have to get there themselves.
They'll have to get there. Well, we're only 15 minutes away from the airport.
Well, that's handy enough. And would you meet them and stuff like that, or would you make sure they're all right?
They'll get a taxi outside the airport, and they'll have a wee card, and they'll drop them off here at the bar. We'll be waiting on them.
All right then. Well, that sounds like a bit of crack. And what's the weather like around there about February? Is it kind of nice?
Good. It's good.
It wouldn't be 75 degrees.
No, it wouldn't be. It would be 25 maybe.
But your 25's all right.
Aye.
I mean, you could go about in your Simmet.
There's right run about in shorts here today.
Now, describe the scene for me today. Are there people about there?
Yes, a few people.
And holidaymakers not so much holidaymakers.
Not as many. A lot of pensioners come at this time of year.
Do they?
You know, for the warmer climate.
And it's worth it. Yes, that's an echo I hear behind me.
That's you're listening. Candles shouting at me.
You're listening on satellite. That's why you get that echo. You see, everything.
Right. You want me to turn it down a bit?
Oh no, it's okay now because we've done everything. So, Benny, thank you. And you live there yourself, do you?
Right. Aye.
Okay. So there we are. We'll. And you have a bar there, don't you?
The Discovery Bar.
Discovery Bar. Is that in Benalmadena itself?
We get a lot of people out from Derry now.
I would say so. And do you get many people from Belfast, Gerry, or around there?
All over. Barney Rush, thank you. Were talking to Barney one day.
Indeed, that's why I mixed the two of you up there because I was saying to Sean about Barney.
Spain.
That's right. So there we are. So if a person comes out there, if the weather's not bad, they can sit in with you for a while.
They can come on here if it's bad weather.
And listen to Radio Ulster on the satellite.
That's it. And they're a lovely big marina just 5 minutes down the road here. They can down by a yacht if they want one.
All right then.
Aye.
Okay, so there we are. So there's a week's holiday for in Benalmadena. A week's use of a flat. Of course, we can't provide the flight, but I mean, at this time of year, you get a flight quite
You
cheap,
get a flight
wouldn't you?
cheap. Well, I'll give you plenty of time, so they'll have about 5 or 6 weeks to book it. You know, give you the dates before that.
Yeah. Well, do you live there all the time?
All the time.
Well, what did you do? Did you just make the move, or have you been out there for a long time?
Just came out for a holiday and never went back.
And you said to yourself, to hell with that for a game of cowboys. And then do you work at all, or are you living on your money?
No, we work the bar.
Are you a singer?
Not at all.
Well, why, do you own a bar?
Aye.
Oh, you bought a bar?
No, rented one.
Oh, you rented one?
Aye.
Well, I mean, was that a terribly difficult thing to do?
Was a wee bit, but...
It would have been awkward at the start to find out the score. So you've rented the bar, and you work there. Is it not very hard work? You work a lot of hours, do you?
No, we have 4 staff working for us.
And you don't regret it, no?
Not at all.
There you are, you see. Well, there's no frost out there.
No frost. Snow, you can ski a bit an hour away there in the Sierra Nevadas.
But you don't have to if you don't want to. It's not a question of having to. You just open your door and you have to ski. All right, well, that sounds like a hell of a nice wee prize for somebody.
Well,
Thank you
it's
very
there
much.
anyway, and I'll get the daughter to be in touch with us with a wee card with address and all that.
Okay, Benny, thank you very much indeed.
All right, Gerry.
Thank you, bye. Best of luck to everyone listening in Spain.
Good luck.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye. That's all right, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
I might go out myself.
I know that. I know that man, and that man worked here, and it just decided, on a holiday.
To hell with this for a game of cowboys.
On a holiday, he was talking to some guy. He's having a beer one night, and the guy said, there are a lot of bars out here, and a lot of places out here where you can rent, and he thought about talked it over with his wife, and they just decided to, right, okay, let's take it on, let's go for it. And they had no experience whatsoever in the bar trade or catering, not a thing, and they just went for it. They just ended at the deep end. And they've made it very successful. Oh, aye.
Sorry, are you finished?
He's got a wonderful apartment himself.
I'm surprised you haven't been there.
I'm working on it. Don't worry. What do you think? There's a call for you on too.
Dear. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, who's that?
Oh, am I through?
Yeah, I think so, yes. You're on the radio, watch your tongue.
All right, I'll mind my language. I'd love to win that prize myself, actually. It sounds great.
Well, somebody's going to win it. Why not you? Tell me about yourself.
I'm here to offer a prize too, but mine seems very minor now in comparison.
No, nothing is minor. Nothing is minor. Nothing is turned away.
Okay.
Everything, it's all grist to the mill.
I'm sure it'll be appreciated. It's I have a selection of really lovely hand-painted hat boxes here at the shop that own a vintage clothes shop in Belfast in the Spires, Fisherwick Buildings.
Oh, Spires, I know where that is.
You know the Spires?
Yes, she was shopping centre, arcade.
Yes, it is.
And what do you call your shop?
It's called the Clothes Agency.
The Clothes
Agency.
Agency.
Specialise in vintage clothing.
Oh, really?
And some young designers that have just recently graduated from doing their fashion and design courses at University of Ulster and further afield. So I'm, trying to promote some of their work for them, and it's all going very well. There's some of their stuff selling quite well.
When you say vintage fashion, what do you mean?
I mean anything from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, some of the 80s stuff's really back in as well now.
Is this based on 40s designs, based on 50s design?
No, it's actual clothing from that era, yeah.
Oh, really?
So anybody looking for something different, it's here. Can't be got in the high street. You'll be guaranteed to get something different here.
Well, that's a
jewellery and bags, accessories, shoes.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's a good idea. So what are you going to offer us again? You're going to offer us...
It's, you can choose from a selection of beautifully hand-painted hat boxes.
Yes.
That I have, and they can be used for storage, or they can be used for putting your hats in.
That's a good idea for a hat box.
It is. They're quite big.
All right.
So
okay.
You can put different things in them.
That's lovely. Thanks very much. That's a great... Could you send us a wee piece of paper just saying that, so that people will know what we've got so we don't forget about you? Thanks very much, and best of luck with your business.
Thank you very much.
Sounds interesting. Okay.
Thank you now.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. You see?
Yes.
The people are responding.
Uh-huh.
My heart leaps when I think of the generosity of the people of Ulster.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time I've been surprised by the generosity of the people of Ulster. Sometimes when you sit here, you develop a kind of a cynical point of view, especially looking at you all the time.
Uh-huh.
But I realise that out there are some genuine people, not wooden, false gnarled, twisted people as I meet every day in here. But I realise that out there are people out there who have nothing to gain, no axe to grind, and no prior motive for giving me things. They're just giving me things because they want someone else to be happy.
Did you hear what Benny said to you?
No.
Did you hear what he said when he mentioned Barney Rush? Remember you called him Barney?
I wasn't listening to him. What did he say?
You called him Barney.
That's because I was thinking of Barney Rush, because Barney Rush wrote Nancy Spain.
Barney Rush sits in that bar every morning listening to your programme.
He must have little sense.
Listening to your programme.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Barney wrote Nancy Spain for Christopher.
That's right.
I know. And Barney, what a great life that is. Why are we not sitting in Spain listening?
Sure, you tried it and you failed. Did you not sing in bars in Spain?
Yes, I did.
Did you? Well, where did it go wrong for you? How did it work for
I don't know what happened
Benny?
to me. I was young and foolish. I didn't realise.
Were you with a band or were you a wee solo boy?
No, I was different then, Sean. I'm not like I am now.
Where did you go to sing?
I wanted women.
Where did you sing?
I'm not telling you. It's nothing to do with you. It's a period of my life I choose to forget. You see, when you're that age, you're different. I'm different now. I wasn't a very pleasant person, Sean, to be honest with you. I'm not like I am now. I know everybody loves me. I wasn't like that then. I was very selfish and I was a very nasty piece of work.
Oh, I doubt that.
Not in any vicious sense.
No,
I was very selfish and
Self-centered.
self-indulgent.
Yeah.
And a slave to the drink.
Oh, God,
it was a difficult time for me. A slave to carnal pleasures.
Oh.
The flesh pots of Spain reached out for me. And I must confess, I dabbled where I shouldn't, many an occasion. But when you think about it, in this, and now that
Yeah,
the sun is coming down in my life, I said to myself, no, unlike you, I have things to look back on. See, you have no memories.
No.
You have no memories, so you never did anything bad. You see, whenever you're lying on your deathbed, and Father Mullen is leaning over you saying, "You're right, son." When you're lying there, breathing your last few rasping breaths,
yes,
like this is where you'll go. That's the way you'll go, you see.
Right.
When I'm doing that, my mind will be flashing back to all the bad things I've done.
Yeah, but you know where you're going.
But you'll be there too.
I will not.
Hell.
No, I'll be up above.
You'll be going to hell, Sean.
No.
Hell.
I'll be up above, saying...
It's very difficult. It's more difficult for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a man to get to heaven.
No.
You know that from the retreat.
I'll be saying
you
to St.
renounce
Peter...
the devil and all his pumps. I do.
I'll say to St. Peter, there's a boy in line 2 there. Don't let him in.
There's a boy in disguise there. When I'm lying back in my bed, and I know that I've just got a few moments to go.
Yes, what?
I shall reach back and think about all the things that I've done.
Right.
You'll have done nothing. All the bad things that I've done that I enjoyed. But you never did any bad things. You never enjoyed anything. You can't lie back in your bed and think about
I'll lie back and think of Lonnie Donegan.
That's not the way I want to go. You can't lie back in your bed and think about the time you nearly potted a birdie on the 18th.
I will. There's a man
I'll be thinking of potting another type of birdie on the 18th and on the 19th as well. I'm not proud of what I used to be, Sean. I'm not proud of the life I've led. But what I've said on many occasions, by thunder I've lived. And now as I reach the declining years, I realise that I
can lie back and pretend.
Think of England. Or indeed Ireland.
I can lie back.
You can't lie back. You can't live a lie, or you can't die a lie.
It's very profound.
Just came out of me there. You can't die a lie.
It's good.
Diddly die. Who's on the line here? Is it more people with gifts?
Yes, it's Gerry with a gift.
Where is he?
Gerry's on 1.
It's not that Gerry, is it?
No.
God for that. No. Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning, Gerry.
When you're lying on your deathbed, will you have things to think about?
I'll think about travelling up and down Ireland like you did in an old minibus and a show band and getting nothing for it.
But you see, but there were times it was worthwhile, wasn't it? There was times when the unexpected...
I spoke to you before.
Did you?
Do you remember the girl that used to sing in our band in Cookstown, Donna Gale?
Yes.
And we were a band called the Brothers Show Band, all 5 brothers of us.
How did you know Donna?
She used to sing with us before she went to Cookstown.
And what was your band then?
The Mulholland Brothers.
The Mulholland Brothers. I wouldn't have known you then, would I?
The Brothers Show Band.
And Donna Gale, she had a daughter now who works in a hairdresser. Very attractive girl. I met her the other day. Where does she work? Do you know where she works?
I've no idea. She went to live in Cookstown, didn't she?
She did, yes, but then she was all right then. She got over it.
Long and hungry Cookstown got there, you think?
Well, the Stones are tired and the dogs let loose. Dungannon, come in, Dungannon, I hear your knock.
See, she was Dorothy when we knew her before she must have given her the fancy name. She was.
I knew her as Dorothy as well, but somebody else give her a name.
It's a lovely singer. Jimmy Devlin, probably.
Yes, poor Jimmy's gone now.
Yeah.
She was a lovely singer, and she probably still is.
Oh, she's a fabulous singer. She was real natural.
Yeah.
You know, you think of some of the ones out there today.
Oh, she
but
was
still,
brilliant,
that's a sign of the times, Gerry.
Yeah.
Sign of the times. I remember you telling me about the last time that you played one night and you went to the back of the minibus like a pet and the guy handed you
a bag of spuds.
A bag of potatoes.
Well, it was great. They were King Edwards.
You made chips for them anyway.
Indeed, lovely chips. But I expected Morris Pipers.
Yeah. That were the days.
Well, listen, are you gonna give us something, are you?
Yes, we'll give you something before. We're a company called Millennium Lights, New Millennium Lights. We make Christmas decorations.
Yes.
We give a Christmas tree. It's made of rope light. To a guy in Lurgan last year.
Yes.
But what we'll do this time, we have a new range out with 1 metre higher, maybe just less than that. Santa Clauses and snowmen and that. But you can just use them in the house or put them in the garden. But just plug them into the mains, 13-amp plug. But we'll donate one of them to your. They're worth about 200 quid if they were being bought.
Oh, well, that's absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. A kind of a Santa.
Yeah, a Santa or a snowman or a lantern or whatever.
And you can put it out in your garden.
Yes, you can put it in the garden. Or you can display it on your front window or whatever.
I think the front window would be better because Northern Ireland being the way it is, anyone who puts a Santa or a snowman in their garden may be lucky if it's there for more than half an hour.
Kidnapped.
Exactly.
Or Santa-napped or something, yeah.
Or decapitated. All right. Well, listen, thank you very much. Where is your business again?
We're in Ballymoney.
And what do you call yourselves?
New Millennium Lights.
I was up in Ballymoney on Thursday night.
Yeah, you switched the lights on. Some of them are ours.
That's right. Well, I never made that connection. Of course I didn't. I forgot to press the button.
Right.
Well, lovely people down there.
Oh, look, it's a nice place to be. You know?
I must confess I was really impressed because, at night, and people are putting on the lights and people are out there and nearly all the whole town is there.
Yeah.
And a very nice atmosphere. And nobody with bottles of vodka or nothing. No, I'll carry on,
He nearly bought a pair of braces.
That's right. I fought it. Well, listen, thank you very much indeed. That's very generous of you.
Here,
and,
you can do me a favour. Sorry, just interrupt you.
Yeah?
Rodney Crowley, is that what you call the guy?
Oh, yeah, Rodney Crowley, yeah.
How do you spell that?
I've just got it here. Crowell. Do you know where I bought this?
Yeah.
The album is called Fate's Right Hand. I'd heard a couple of tracks off this a while back, and every time I went into a record shop, nobody had it. And I used to say, and then I'd say to myself, I'll just order it out of Amazon. And then I forgot. And I walked into the music box in Ballymoney.
Yeah?
And there it was.
You're joking.
It's in there.
I must go and get it. I think it's fabulous. He's a fabulous voice.
It's fabulous. That's where I bought it on Thursday night. Because I heard it in America, and I went into a couple of shops. I couldn't get it in Nashville, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And a couple of shops, and they said, no, we don't do Rodney in here. So I said to myself, no, I must order that on Amazon, the first chance I get. And there again, I walked into Ballymoney, and there it was sitting on the shelf. Of course, it's not all that rare to get, But it's you wouldn't get it everywhere. You just pop in there and get it off Trevor.
I must go in. But
All right,
use your name now to get a discount.
You get 10% off. All right,
Gerry,
then.
Nice to speak to you.
Will you send us a wee piece of paper just to say what you're going to give the people?
Okay, we'll send that to Radio Foil.
Radio Foil, yeah. Gerry Stumping on Derry, that's it, yes.
No problem, Gerry. Nice to speak to you.
I'm going to play a track of that album now. This is a track
lovely.
this is the title track. This is the one I really like. Okay?
Take care. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. This is Fate's Right Hand. That's the album by Sidney Crowell the gentleman was talking about. So there we are. A snowman or a Santa Claus that you can put in your front garden.
As a rule, you don't learn in no school. You can't brown nose a teacher from a dunce hat stool. It's the hum and the rhythm, the birds and the bees, the mamas and the papas and the monkeys in the trees. Brothers and the sisters living life on the street. Play the hunch, pull the punch. You'll never get beat by the junk food, tattooed, white dude, true blood, honky with an attitude, coming unglued. Fate's right hand, I don't understand at all. Billy loves women like a junkie loves dope. Give him just enough rope, the monkeys don't choke. She's a Bill Blast combo, maxed out mambo. DKNY caught him in a lie. Ken Starward, man, we're talking absurd. Spending $40 million just to give the man a bird. He's a king, she's a queen, the rap won't stick. Get it on with the rubber and you won't get sick. Fate's right hand, I don't understand at all. RedRum.com, them some smart bombs, double cappuccino and a heart like a tom-tom. Ozone, long gone, that's it, I quit. Natural inclination says enough of this. Brat pack, blackjack, heart attack, crack. We need another news channel like a hole in the back. There's a 187 on the 405. We all go to heaven on a hard disk drive. Fate's right hand, I don't understand at all. Hurricane Jane, don't forget about Carla when you're talking about the poontang. Slow song on the bone, rec hall dance, double date Debbie with a pole in my pants. First comes love like it always did, or we wouldn't be talking about the Houston Kid. Hold up, his chunk, old dead skunk drunk, trotting line Freddy's got his dogs in the trunk. Fate's right hand, I don't understand at all. Fate's right hand, man, I don't understand at all.
Fate's Right Hand, Rodney Crowell, title track from his new album. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, who's this?
This is Dawn Thompson, phoning you from Bryson House in Belfast.
Yes, tell me what we can do for you today.
Basically, what we're ringing through, Gerry, is just to talk about a wee bit about Bryson House, which is a Northern Ireland charity.
Yes.
And we're basically inviting anyone, everyone in Northern Ireland to earn their wings we have a campaign called Be an Angel. And we're asking people to earn their wings this Christmas and be an angel by contributing some money, making a donation basically to Bryson House.
Yes. What does Bryson House do?
Bryson House is it's a charity first and foremost, and it is very, very diverse. We provide services for older people. We provide services to families and young children. We look after the environment. We look after Belfast Hills. We provide services for adults with learning disabilities as well. We do a whole lot of different things.
It's a broad church.
It is indeed.
Indeed, a lot of ground to cover there. Do you find it difficult because you have such a wide range of things that you look after?
Well, I suppose that we're all in our different we all have our different services, and different people manage their own basically. And I suppose this Christmas the Angel campaign is focusing on our family support service. And the donations would go directly to it. And basically what it does is they provide practical and emotional support to families that are under stress.
And there are many families like that in Northern Ireland, is there?
There are indeed.
Really? More than there would be anywhere else, do you think? Or is there just kind of...
I don't think so. I think sort of one of the highest areas of deprivation, people would say, and some research would say, would be North and West Belfast. But here in Bryson House, I am responsible for 5 family support services within the Eastern Health Board area. So we would cover North and West Belfast, South and East Belfast, Lisburn, Down, North Down and Ards, those type of areas. And the referrals would be quite high, and we are certainly kept very busy.
So every area's got its problems, same as any other area. So how do the people donate? How do they help?
Well, basically they can we have a website, and they can link into the website to find out a bit more, and they can send a donation to Bryson House, or they can come down to Bedford Street, because we have our angels outside. They're all lit up, and they'd be very welcome to come into the building and make a donation as well.
Okay, so what's your website?
The website for the angels is... Let me just check.
Or maybe you haven't got it in front of you, sorry.
You could contact Laura
at
brysonhouse.com, and it's all underscore.
brysonhouse.com. All right. Okay. All right then. Well, I hope you get a bit of a response to that.
I hope so.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hello, someone else here. Hello.
Hello, Gerry.
Yes, who's that?
Gerry, hi. It's Antoinette from Da Vinci's. How are you doing?
Hello, how are you? I know you.
Are you do know me?
We're old friends. I know you when you were only 2 foot high.
That's right. And you were 3 foot, Gerry.
Well, what we can do for you. Da Vinci's, of course, a hotel and bar complex here in Derry, Londonderry. So tell me what we can do for you.
Gerry, it's what we can do for you, actually. We have been listening this morning, and we'd be delighted to donate a weekend with dinner for 2.
Oh, great. Oh, that's a great place. People from... it'd be nice if somebody from out of town would get that. Someone who hasn't been here before. Of course, we can't choose who wins. But it'd be good because fabulous hotel, fabulous restaurant. And the best of crack down there is one of the best centres, I think, of entertainment and hospitality in Northern Ireland. That's Da Vinci's, and whoever wins that'll be lucky. So that's a weekend for a couple, do you think?
Weekend for a couple, Gerry, and... we'd be delighted to do it, even if it's before Christmas. That'd be fine. Shouldn't be a problem at all. And we will send the details through to you and if they contact me directly.
Oh, all the better. Oh, great. Thank you very much, Antoinette. That's Da Vinci's and Gerry Londonderry weekend before Christmas for 2 plus dinner and all that kind of stuff. And guaranteed, I'm always down there.
You certainly are.
But don't let that put them off. Okay, then. Thank you very much, Antoinette. See you later.
Not at all, Gerry.
And hello to everybody in Clyland.
Clyland, they're great. Absolutely great. I was up there last weekend. I had to spend the afternoon with Sam Maguire on Sunday. Sure, it was great.
Oh, excuse me. Not everybody gets a chance to do that. Okay. And to get away unscathed.
Absolutely.
Okay, Antoinette, thank you.
Okay, Gerry, take care.
Bye.
All the best.
Bye. Lovely. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Gerry.
Yes, who's that?
This is Eddie here, Glenmormley.
Yes.
I would like to ask you a wee question.
Go ahead.
I'm into the 60s. You know, I do a lot of taping, etc. I have never seen a Rolling Stone record on a tape. Now, I don't mean their hits, you know, the way you get their hits and all that there.
Yes.
But I have never seen a Rolling Stones record on a tape. Or even on these new CDs that they do. You know, the complimentary things now with them all on it, Cliff Richards and all.
Oh, really? You're talking about you've never seen a
No, I've never actually...
Of an album?
Been able to buy... No, just a record. You know why they do these tapes of maybe Cliff Richards, Roy Orbison, all them on it?
Yes.
I have never seen a tape with a Rolling Stone hit on it. That's what I mean.
You mean in a compilation?
Yes.
Well, maybe they don't do that.
I was just wondering why that was. You know, you get the whole lot. You get Elvis and you get Cliff Richards.
I think it's probably a business decision. A lot of these guys are very cute. I mean, Mick Jagger's a very astute businessman.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't like to... He probably he's very careful about how his stuff is released. A lot of people don't really care how it's released, and they sell off kind of, various tracks, like almost like a franchise.
Yeah.
And then I remember talking to Christy Moore about that. He was very annoyed at one stage because he did some of his stuff, and he did with Blankstein.
Yes.
Which was very, very respected and very well thought of at the time. It ended up in compilations, the Diddly Dee, Leprechaun stuff in America.
Yeah.
And you get annoyed at that because you look at the context in which your stuff is released. I mean, if I was a kind of a person who was proud of the stuff that I had recorded, and I found out I was going out with, a lot of tubes, you get upset because you're classed in the same division as those with whom you're on a compilation.
Well,
so maybe they prefer to keep their own stuff separate.
Yeah, that's
well, maybe someone can prove you wrong. Maybe someone will ring up and say, What?
Sorry for interrupting, but is Eddie not looking for a cassette?
No. What I mean is, here, you can buy these, you can go and buy tapes with all different artists, 60s artists on them.
Yeah.
An actual tape. Now, I'm not talking about a CD, but I have never seen a tape with a Rolling Stones record on it.
Am I correct in assuming when you say tape, you mean kind of compilation, basically?
Yeah. Well, no, I've never seen them outside of anything. Only their own, their own records.
I know. I understand what you say. Obviously, Mr. Coyle is difficult with the English language.
No, it's pretty good, actually.
No.
When he says tape, I think you mean you don't
cassette.
really mean.
Does he not? Eddie means cassette, doesn't he?
Yeah, cassette tape. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think he also means. I think he also means everything else. I see. Well, I think basically, Eddie. I'm sorry for putting words in your mouth, but you mean any kind of compilation?
Yes, anything at all.
Not
I've never even seen them on the new CDs that come out.
Not necessarily on tape.
No,
but they're usually on tape.
Right.
But sometimes they're on CD.
Yeah, well, I thought you would have got them on CD, with a new change into this new era.
Let me just check if Mr. Coyle is happy with that.
I am.
Are you happy with that?
Yes.
That's okay. He's happy with what we're
But
talking
he's a good
about.
man, you see.
Indeed. All right, then. Well, maybe somebody will prove you wrong and give us a ring and say, listen, I have this compilation here. There's Jumpin' Jack Flash on it.
Funny enough, that's what I was thinking about. That's
Jumpin' Jack
amazing
Flash.
that you would pick the same song.
Gas.
Well, did you see Dave Boy McCauley last night?
What was he on?
He was on John Daly's show.
No, I was watching a great movie last night called Gattaca. It was on Channel 4. It was brilliant.
It was good, wasn't it?
Did you see that?
Yeah, it was great.
What a great movie that was.
Well,
but a fella wanted to go to space, and he was genetically inferior, and so he found this other guy who was genetically superior and who had passed all his tests, but who had broken his back, who was in a wheelchair. So he pretended to be him, and he went to be an astronaut. That was great. And he had to go through all the detective procedure and the things he had to do. Oh, it was just an amazing film. Well, I loved that film. And you were watching Dave Boy McCauley and John Daly. And no wonder your brain has turned into mush.
Well, sometimes I think you want to send him to space.
I think so too.
Anyway, Gerry, thanks very much for your help.
Thank you, bye.
Okay, old friend.
Bye.
Bye.
So what about...
He called you old friend.
I heard that.
Yeah, old friend.
Old friend.
Faithful. What about old faithful? Old faithful.
Looking at them like bookends.
Old friend. That's very warm, isn't it?
It's lovely and warm. Turn up the heating a bit. Here's a song I haven't heard for a long time.
What is it?
Dan Fogelberg. Longer than I will be in love with ye.
Longer than there've been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there've been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you. Stronger than any mountain cathedral, truer than any tree ever grew, deeper than any forest primeval. I am in love with you. I'll bring fire in the winters. You'll send lines in the book of our lives, though the binding cracks and the pages start to yellow, I'll be in love with you. I'll be in love with you. In the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there've been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you. I am in love with you.
That was Dan Fogelberg. Longer. Right, let's end up how we began. This is Hayseed Dixie. Tribute to AC/DC. Hillbilly style. This is called Hell's Bells. See you tomorrow at 10:30.
Back in black, out of the sack. Been gone too long, it's good to be back. 'Cause I'm dead loose from the noose that's kept me hanging about. I'm looking at the sky 'cause it's getting me high. Forget the hearse 'cause I never die. I got 9 lives, cat's eyes. I'm using every one of them and running wild. 'Cause I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Well, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. You know I'm back. Back in black. Well, I'm back in black. Yeah, I'm back in the back of a Cadillac #1 with the bullet on my power pack. 'Cause I'm in a bang with a gang. They gotta catch me if they want me to hang. 'Cause I'm back on the track and I'm beating the flag. Nobody's gonna get me on another rap. No, look at me now, I'm just making my play. I wanna press the luck, just get out of my way. And I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Well, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. You know I'm back. Like I said, sure there's feathers on the chicken. We gonna try them well-worn